Hi there, Kristen Yupenlotz-Grech of Pilates Home Practice. I'm homesick today with a cold, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to address a question I get a lot. Should I do Pilates when I'm sick? Well, first of all, if you're sick, you should stay home and rest. Take care of yourself, especially if you're contagious. You don't want to come into the studio. But you can always do Pilates at home. And most people don't know that the Pilates apparatus was actually created by Joseph Pilates during and after World War I, when he was a German national in an English internee camp in the Isle of Man. He took the springs off the hospital beds to create resistance and assistance for those who were weakened or injured during the war, and that gave them strengthening exercises to rehabilitate in order to do the mat exercises, which many people think are the easiest, but are in fact, when you do them at the advanced level, the most difficult because it's just you and your body. So the springs actually add assistance. But one of his early pieces of apparatus was actually the bedicizer. It looked like a bed, like a cot, with springs coming off of the iron frame, or the headboard. So Pilates can be modified for any condition. Though Joseph Pilates said, I must be right, never an aspirin, never injured a day in my life. But I don't know if he ever had a cold. And one of the reasons that I have a cold is because I've been caring for my son who's had a cold for about a week. So I'm not very sick, but I'm staying home from the studio because I don't want to get anybody else sick. But yesterday I stayed in bed all day, or, laid around a lot, and my body doesn't feel great. So doing a little bit of gentle Pilates, or sometimes what we call pre-Pilates, is really helpful. And also I wanted to record this video because I have a student who's going to undergo spinal fusion. So she's concerned about preparing for the surgery, and also afterward, what can she do if she has very limited range of motion, if she's recovering from surgery. So first of all, always talk to your doctor. The information that I give here is not to be used for information other than what you get from your doctor, okay? And never do anything that hurts. So, but I just thought I'd show you some things that you can actually do in bed. All right. So, you can really work on stabilizing your core while you're laying in bed. And one of the pre-Pilates exercises that I like to do for pelvic stability and upper torso stability is what I call knee floats. And we're going to put thumbs on the lower rib cage points, fingertips on the hip points, and we're going to keep that rectangle of torso, your core, your powerhouse, still while you use your legs for leverage. So we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, engage all of those deep abdominals without changing the shape of the spine, and let the leg float up. It should feel like the leg bone is dropping into the socket, not like you're lifting up the leg with the big muscles. And then set it back down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Monitor the movement in your spine with your fingers and thumbs to see if one hip drops down or the rib cage pops up in opposition. And then once you notice what your pattern is, anticipate that pattern and anchor in opposition. Get everything to pull in toward the spine nice and deep. Make this really small so the foot just feels like it's coming up like it's leaving room for a piece of paper. Inhale, exhale. I'm stabilizing through my low back as well. I'm not flattening my back here, unless I have a condition that makes flattening my back more comfortable for me. So we can progress toward a neutral spine if that's not right for us right now. Exhale, float the leg up. Make sense? It's a really great exercise. It's very small, but it can be very powerful for getting all of the deep muscles around your spine to activate, even if you can't get out of bed. All right, then if you wanted to take that into side lying, depending on how sick you are or how much movement you have, lay on your side and feel that same rectangle as you stabilize and float one leg up. So what we don't want to have happen is that hip to pull up toward the rib cage. We want to think long through the leg that's lifting, as if you were right up against a wall, and float the leg up. So again, it's not so much a lift of the big muscles in the leg, but a floating up from a very stable pelvis. You can do little circles here. Keep breathing. Do that on both sides. And then you can do a little bit of extension if that's comfortable for your spine. So you can lay on your belly, press your elbows down and pull them in towards your waist. Make sure your neck is nice and long, and pull your belly in and up here. You're wrapping your shoulders away from your ears, and you can press your pubic bone down slightly, but don't overdo the glute muscles if you can. And that helps you elongate your spine in this position. Now another exercise you can do is dying bug. So first, get those shoulders nice and mobile, and then anchor the rib cage as you move your arms independently. And then from here, we're going to do dying bug. So we're going to have the right hand up to the sky, left hand down to your side. You're going to inhale to prepare, and then exhale. Tap your knee with your hand. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, you're stabilizing through the torso, and you're extending your arm and your leg out to where the wall meets the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And float the arm and leg down. So we're looking for that same stability around the spine. Left arm to the sky, right arm to your side. You're pressing gently through the back of the right arm. Exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Extend the leg and the arm out to where the wall meets the ceiling. You don't want to go too far. We're looking for stability, not range of motion. Make sure you use your breath. And then float your leg and your arm down. So the point is that we're working deeply, not big range of motion, but you can work very deeply without much range of motion. Oh, if you can do some bridges here too. Make sure your neck is not elevated for these. Your neck should be nice and flat. Exhale, pull your belly in and up, sink your rib cage, and lengthen out through your knees. Activate the booty, the glutes at the top. Press down through your arms. Inhale at the top, and then lay the spine down one vertebrae at a time, back to neutral. All right? So again, check in with your body. Only do what feels right for you. No pain. And of course, check in with your health provider to make sure that you're doing what's right for your body. Thanks for listening. You can go to pilateshomepractice.com for more information. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. So send me an email at Kristen, Kristen, at pilateshomepractice.com, and let me know what you think.